let's go inside a deal that happened today. A retailer is leaving an enterprise digital accessibility company and they're coming to accessible.org. So I'm going to break down the specifics of the deal. I talked about this client emailing me the other day in this recent video that's on the screen with me. So I will link to this video in the description. But what happened is this new client was receiving $20,000 quotes for this annual subscription. And he, at this point, the line item, in his words, the line item was getting too high. Like this was enough to where he was like, I need to look at other options. And so he emailed me, and it was very easy to get a deal done because the price came in at $10,000 for from accessible.org. So now let's look over the terms of the deal. So here we have the $20,000 quote from Big Co, $10,000 quote from Accessible. And not only is the quote less, the client is getting more. So in this $20,000 quote, the enterprise company was giving one audit and one scan. Well, a scan is mostly a throwaway. We don't need to value scans at thousands of dollars. We can go use a scan for free. So instead of getting one audit and one scan, he's now getting two actual audits. And then we're adding two user testing sessions and then also 10 hours of technical support. One other note is the enterprise company, their package did not include the user testing sessions. With Accessible, I suggested this just because this is what he was looking to have everything lined up. He wanted to make sure that he was on top of accessibility. And so I suggested two user testing sessions, which would come in at 450 a piece because he was already ordering an audit. So his total quote is going to come in at right about $10,000. I haven't sent him the proposal yet, so I haven't looked at it yet. It might come in even less. We're just going to have to look at what's in scope. I've looked at the websites, and I think $10,000 is fairly conservative, even adding in the user testing session. So this is behind the scenes into what happened. This client was a former client of mine. He had received an audit from me, I believe I think 4 years ago. It may be even longer ago. And then I think what he was after was an annual subscription where he wanted an accessibility company to really take care of everything. And so he had this subscription, but $20,000 annually ended up, he started to think about his options and think, do I really want to have a line item for $20,000 annually? And so he's going to go with a $10,000 subscription from accessible.org. Now, he definitely didn't have to have a subscription from us, but this is something he wanted. This is the service he wanted. He wanted someone to be on top of accessibility on an ongoing basis. So this is what the deal structure looks like, and I think this will happen more. This pricing is going to come under pressure more and more because some of the prices are getting exorbitant relative to the value that is provided, especially when you start throwing in a scan as something that's supposed to be holding a, let's say, a $5,000 hold of value. It just doesn't. And I think what's going to happen, more and more people are advancing their knowledge on accessibility and compliance. They're starting to understand what the different services mean, what they're actually receiving, especially when they get the education from these enterprise companies and they're seeing firsthand, okay, this is what I'm actually getting, but I don't feel the value. And so in this case, obviously that was a part of it because at $20,000, this new client thought, I need to look elsewhere. And so we're going to take care of everything for him. And now he's in good shape. I just need to write the proposal and I'm going to send that over to them. But I think this is going to happen more when people start to realize this is too much. Like this is way too far. Even the larger companies, right? So even larger companies with bigger budgets, they're going to start looking at their budgets and they'll still need accessibility services, but they'll realize that they're overpaying for them. So the market education is a dynamic that's going to be introduced that's really going to hurt these enterprise accessibility companies because as people figure out the value is not matching the price, they're going to go elsewhere. So that happened today. And so This is a new client. We're going to take care of him and take care of him. And this is what's going to continue to happen. More and more people are going to realize they are paying too much for accessibility services, and they're going to look elsewhere. If you would like to get a quote on an audit, you can reach out to me at accessible.org. I will include a link in the description.